We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Keenum's Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down, this is Rawls. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They go again with Rawls. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 34 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Murray running right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Play clock winding down. They go back to Murray on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he rifles one incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go. And the wideout in motion. On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They do go for it. It's Keenum. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 60 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Forbath out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On second down, Rawls looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Wilson from the gun on third down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And an alley to run. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Everson Griffin in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On second down, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it left side with Murray. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Keenum throwing on second. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll try to run it in with Murray. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about half. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And out now come the Seahawks. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Wilson on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Third and long, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Fresh set of downs here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Watch it now. Over.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
Watch it now. Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
And the back goes into motion. To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Open here, Adam Thielen. A good pickup there, a 22. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
And the play clock's running down. Again, it's Murray. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
Murray the lone setback.
Let's go.
He'll get it running right. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Forbath will put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's complete to Lockett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The play fake. Here's Wilson. Going to Rawls on the dump off. Finding some room at midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They set up the screen to Rawls. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson, and an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls. Eagles. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. And his kick is good. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Over. Detroit.
They'll look to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Halfback sent in motion. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. He's back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go now. Boom, Leopard.
Back to throw. That's caught by Treadwell. 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Minnesota first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Green, 39. Green. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Marty.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation. It's caught inside the 25. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Detroit. Set. Boom. Detroit. Over. Detroit. Gun. Fine now. Lucky 56.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They come out here in the I. And the wideout in motion. A toss to Murray. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened. When they went up 3 scores, I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Here's Wilson. He finds an opening past the 40. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 22. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And left side here, it's Graham. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now a first down following that long gain. Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Wilson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. 6 seconds now, 5 seconds.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me.